So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Yildiz! Goal! Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it. Nicely weighted ball. Ribéry. In towards the back stick. Defending of the desperate variety. That'll be a throw-in. It's a really well-measured ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. This is a promising build-up. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. And across it goes. Ribéry.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ribéry. Yildiz. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, good climb. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yildiz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
De Bruyne. Now it's Ribery. Filippo Inzaghi. Great shoots! And it's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
De Bruyne producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's picked it up out wide. Threads one in. Now it's Yildiz. De Bruyne. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Getting up there! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
De Bruyne. And this is Inzaghi. De Bruyne. He's free, he has got space. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Yildiz. He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan have their second corner now. A header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now they can spring out of defence. Showing good feet. Tries one from range. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back underway. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Locatelli. De Bruyne. Good running, strong and purposeful. And De Bruyne! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Inzaghi.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
There's the shot! It's come back out to him. Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Milan find a position of real strength now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Yildiz, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
So we've reached the hour mark. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Serginho gets across to intercept that. Knocks it out wide. Crosses it in here. Locatelli. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's cut it out. Mancini. And it's Locatelli. Mateus. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. And he's managed to get free. And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Liguria truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now he's running away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Searching pass he's played there. And he was quick to react. Mateus. Can he get it through? He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Serginho. He's in a great position here. Milan are coasting towards victory. Oh, easy pickings there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that has put paid to that. Pass is just off target. He's picked his way through. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Not the most convincing of passes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3. Yeah. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, such a clever touch. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Milan with the corner. They're first. Cleared without hesitation. They've got a throw in. And it's De Bruyne. Looking for options. He's had a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. And it's a poor one. And that has gone straight into touch. Looking to play him in. Ribery proves just a little bit too strong. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably...
And the shot! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Filippo Inzaghi really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, good effort! And that has been knocked clear. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Inzaghi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mancini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yildiz. Yildiz running with the ball. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Locatelli!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
De Bruyne. And here's Inzaghi. Yildiz. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game. Now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Has a look and place it forward. Great vision.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. And a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Could move up a gear here. He's in a great position here. He's found the way through. De Bruyne. Locatelli. Plays a shot. Tries a shot! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there. Held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Yildiz. De Bruyne. And he's had it nicked away. Threads one in. De Bruyne. And he was alert to it. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And he welcomes it in. Oh, can he get onto this? That's been cut out. Well played. Koulibaly. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Ribery. And the pass is intercepted. Little pass back. Now that looks a decent ball. And he was quick to react. Banda. Locatelli. Milan are looking to break at pace. And that's a... And De Bruyne! Goal! Milan! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're...
And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. The second half is up and running. Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, they can break here. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Ribery. Banda. Can he latch on to this? And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So they have it all to do again. Shapes to shoot! And that is well cleared. Out towards the flank. Tries to pass it through. That's put paid to the danger. De Bruyne. Driven in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, Yildiz! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Milan have their lead. Koulibaly. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Ribéry. De Bruyne.
De Bruyne really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, well played, well played. And that's going wide left. And that was very necessary. Banda. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Ribéry. And he's gone backward here. Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! Superb by Inzaghi! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Always onto this. Now it's Ribéry. And the ball is out of play. Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Filippo Inzaghi under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Tomori. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Yildiz. Serginho's cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Knocks it into space. And this is Ribéry. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So their fourth corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gets a good foot in there. Locatelli. Now it's Inzaghi. And Mateus. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Not the most convincing of passes. Tries to play it through. Shoots! Euphoria! Utopia! And they are cavorting! And they are disappearing out of sight! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Backward it goes. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. And here's Azar. Elvedi getting this one clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willingness to take on his defensive duties when required. Although he's probably best deployed out on the right, where his best attacks seem to emanate.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Ricardo Rodriguez. That is good strength. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread to the right. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Elvedi clears without hesitation. Great vision. Foden. Now here's the delivery. Only partially clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Foden clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that is a nice touch. Foden. Foden is on. Foden! Oh, that is rather wayward. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Vargas. Vargas. Good, strong midfield running here. And here's Embolo. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Mateus. Foden. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mateus goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Asa!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
But he's left disappointed. Mateus with the short one. Played into the box. Oh, good climb! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Crossed in once more.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Switzerland are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Foden receives it in a wide position. Hazard receives it in a good position here. Granit Xhaka. And that's going wide left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Zaire Emery. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Delivered low. And he's taking no chances there. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Freuler. To Granit Xhaka. And this is Embolo. That has been slung wide. And they can counter here. And he's worked it through. Dembele! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal, Milan! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Searching passes played there. Now it's Hazard. And it's Dembele! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So let's get the ball rolling.
Milan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Akanji. Alvedi. It's Freuler. Tries to pass it through. Jordan Henderson. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Jordan Henderson. And here's Foden. Dembele. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Zakaria. Now it's Mbolo. Freuler. Here's Zakaria. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Jordan Henderson. Mateus being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
And it's Edmilson. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Milan are still that goal to the good.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's picked his way through. Switzerland needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? And he's rising! Oh, it's coming. In he goes again! Switzerland can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And here's Foden. He is through here. Okafor. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Xhaka. And it's Zakaria. Goes looking wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Akanji makes the interception. Now he's got space here. That's been cut out, well played. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And he's well positioned. Can he finish? Dembele! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have movement on both benches. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Mateus, he's got away, serves up across. Rodriguez tries to clear. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, there's a probing ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Akanji for Granit Xhaka. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Mbappe. And it's Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Zaire Emery. Xavi Simons picks it up. Mateus! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's Okafor. Now it's Zakaria. And this is Dembele. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Flings in across. Rijkaard with the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rieder. Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. And that is as far as it goes. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.